Hello everybody, so the audio might sound a bit clumpy in this because I am recording outside at the moment. I'm just on the way to school, so that's why it sounds a bit odd. Right, Resident Evil 5. Now, I'm going to get the biggest fish out of the way now and go completely frankly and say, right, I get the racism. Like I mentioned, there was a line in one of the early chapters where Chris says they're not human anymore. And obviously you're fighting people in Africa, which... Ooh, that's a bit racist. But, you know, we live and learn. We live and learn. That is not the kind of attitude I should have to racism, Jesus. I'm like blagging for words so the video is longer and I have more to talk about. But yeah, let me actually get onto the topic. So, gameplay, replayability and difficulty. Right. In some of the... Right, we need to start with gameplay. So, I fucking love the game. I love the game. Let's not take the piss here. I love Resident Evil. It's one of my favourite game series of all time. And, quite frankly, I just fucking love it. There's a lot to do in the game. The movement feels a lot smoother. It's brighter, I can see more, and... You know, it was actually really fun to play through and getting to do it with some of my friends. You know, it was amazing. Well, my friend and my boyfriend. It was amazing. Obviously, Mercenaries has given me something to do and given me, like, an achievement to hunt for. The infinite weapons, but this is all replayability, so we'll go into that in a second. But after putting in the effort, the game got more fun over time. And things got more clear and I understood more. So... It got more fun over time, and that's all I've got to say. So, is there any things that I could probably say that need to be done better? Yeah, maybe a few more multiplayer maps, maybe a bots mode. That's always a reference I have for online games, but hey, you know, that's just the game. Other than that, I'm actually going to give, I think, one of the first 5 out of 5s, and say gameplay is a solid 5 out of 5. Now it's going to get a little bit louder because I'm now at the road. And I'm really sorry if you can't hear this and it's going to bother me so fucking much, but I need to get this video done before I get into school so I can go home and start working on lab works, because that's the next game, so you'll literally see that tomorrow. So, replayability, on terms of that, Jesus Christ, I'm just going to flat out say it's a 5 out of 5 again. There was a lot to do. There is so much to do because of the ranking system. You can't get dual S rank on the campaign, which is mildly upsetting. However, between Mercenaries, grinding to get the infinite ammo weapons, and the 2 bonus story modes and all the difficulties and shit, it was so worth playing. I don't want to say more on this. It is a solid 5 out of 5. I fucking love it. I can always go back to it. I can always find something to do. So, no comment. And for the final chapter, we have difficulty. Now, this is the one that's going to break the ranking. We could have had a perfect game. Alright? But I would have said the game was perfect. I didn't find it hard. But that's because I've played it before and I managed to play it through and I knew what I was doing. My boyfriend is recently running through the game. So, I kind of got to see it from someone new's perspective, that while the controls weren't as hard to pick up as they were for any other Resident Evil, I struggled when it came to Resident Evil 4. I felt so weird, moving and shooting, or being able to only move or only shoot. I don't know, I never got used to it. But that's that. I quite enjoyed the challenge of the game, or any standoffish areas. It gave me something to do, and it brought out a bit of a challenge in me. There was a very fair few times where I did actually die, but I at least understood where I was going from there. Whereas with someone new, it's really unclear as to what you're doing, and sometimes the map isn't all that helpful, which means I am unfortunately going to have to give the difficulty and the scaling of it a 4 out of 5, and this does pain me so much, because I would love to put it at 5, but you know, my opinion is most valid. You can call it 5 out of 5 if you want, call it perfect game, however, you know, that's opinion. To finish off, let's just rank it up again. So, Resident Evil 5, created by Capcom, has a very high rating of 14 out of 15, which is the highest rating we've had yet. And I'm shocked that it's gotten this high, to be fair, but I'm also not, because I kind of knew it'd be a high rating. I'm looking forward to the Resident Evil 6 rating, I won't lie. That one's going to be fun, because I know I'm going to have a very strong opinion about it, and everyone else might not. However, if you want to scale that up to 30, it's a 28 out of 30. And honestly, I think I'm quite happy with that score. It's the highest we've had, it's a good game, I love everything about it, and it's just a great game. Overall, like, it's fully worth playing. It's only like 15 quid on the Xbox Store, I believe, so by all means, guys, go grab it. It is well worth getting to play through. And you don't really need to play 4 through to play 5. You can really just jump in anywhere in the game and you can just play from there. But, you know, I'm, as someone who's playing it timeline order and proceeding to then buy all the games to replay them in timeline order, you know, makes sense for me to be a bit more brutal about it. But hey, I'm just basing it totally off the game itself and nothing about my own personal problems. So, with that being said, I can end this recording, probably re-record it later, and if you hear this version, then fun fact, I didn't re-record it. I'm going to go to school and have a lovely lesson, hopefully. A lovely 2 lessons.